watching the 3D Bookmaker Diecast Racing League.
Welcome back to the 3D Botmaker Diecast Rally Championship Season 2 Finals.
We have the top 3 drivers from this season, plus Stephen King,
who was the overall champion from last season.
Yeah, we know.
This is round 2 of 3. Let's take a look at the current standings. We have Travis Wheeler and Bobby Johnson tied for first place with 10 points each. Dylan has 6 points and Stephen King on the bottom with 4.
Stephen King having a lot of trouble so far.
That is true. We'll have to see how he does today. Travis Wheeler, on the other hand, putting on quite a show in round 1, along with Bobby Johnson.
Yeah, Bobby Johnson really getting some air in that Lancia. I'm looking forward to seeing him race today.
Let's take a look at our first matchup. We have Travis Wheeler in the Dodge D100. He'll be racing against the 2020 champion, Stephen King, in the Ford Escort Rally.
Stephen King, formerly known as Superman, but it appears he has met his kryptonite, which is pretty much every other car that he races against.
Well, perhaps he will redeem himself in today's race.
Look, I'm not a hater. I want to see him do well. I just think his time is come and gone.
Stephen King out in the lead as they approach the first big turn. King and Wheeler side by side. King takes over.
There we go. That's what I want to see from Stephen King.
Travis Wheeler has wrecked. Stephen King is all alone now.
Okay, why is he slowing down?
Hey, Travis Wheeler is out. He might as well take his time and pass the finish line safely.
Oh, are you serious? What was that?
Well, I guess the score is now even in the battle between Stephen King and the finish line.
Oh, man.
In round 1, he took out the arch. In round 2, the finish line defeated him.
Wow, that is both figuratively and literally a sign that this is the finish of his rally career.
Well, I kind of have to agree with you. It may be time.
Oh, it's been time since the beginning of Season 2.
He had a good start there. He beat Travis Wheeler to the turn. Then Travis seemed to get confused. He turned left instead of right, rolling his truck.
Having trouble navigating a turn is one thing, but completely blowing a race when your competition is already out?
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
It's actually sad. You don't want to see your heroes go out like this.
Since he did not pass the finish line, we're going to restart that race. We'll see how he does the second time around. Stephen King with a slight lead over Travis Wheeler on the first straight. Here they go down the ski slope.
It's another tight race.
Stephen King once again takes the lead coming out of the jump.
He's doing good. He just needs to finish.
Here comes Travis Wheeler. He passes.
Oh, what a move by Travis.
Travis Wheeler in the lead. Stephen King in pursuit.
He's got this one.
And Travis goes flying through the air.
Big air, baby.
Stephen King manages to pass the finish line this time.
Travis Wheeler with another incredible pass. He had a great pass in round 1 over Dylan, and he does it again here with Stephen King.
King once again beating him on the jump. He slowed down going around the RV park.
Keep your eye on Travis Wheeler in that truck. Stephen King swerves to the left. Travis Wheeler holds onto his line, and that right there is how you win a race.
That was a big jump from Travis Wheeler. We're gonna have to look at the finish cam to see if he got past the big air line. The line has been pushed back a little further than it was from round 1.
Oh, he got it.
A sideways landing from Travis Wheeler, but that will get him the big air bonus. That's 5 more points for Travis Wheeler, bringing his score up to 15. That is a perfect score so far for Travis Wheeler.
Stephen King brings his score up to 6. What?
I was just waiting for you to comment about his score being so low.
I have no comments.
Wow, that's a first. Stephen King on the inside lane this time. He has the lead once again.
King doing well through the snow section of the course.
Here comes Wheeler. He passes again.
Travis is on it today.
That's his 3rd pass in the finals.
He has the only truck in this championship, and he is making every truck owner out there proud.
Travis Wheeler goes sideways off the jump. He wipes out. And Stephen King finishes in 2nd place once again.
He didn't even attempt the big air jump.
Well, it wouldn't have made much of a difference anyways. I believe he's already too far behind in points.
Here's that amazing move by Travis Wheeler.
He pretty much jumped into first place.
See, that right there is championship level driving.
And here's that jump. He does not get past the big air bonus line. Looks like he came off at an angle.
That's what I call crashing in style.
Oh, look at that. I think he actually hit the side of the finish line arch. That's what sent him off the jump sideways.
We might need to make that arch a little bigger.
Travis Wheeler ends round 1 with 19 points. Stephen King with 8.
So even if King got a perfect score in round 3, Travis would beat him.
Yes. We'd like to take a moment to thank our sponsor for this race, ModelCarsHouston.com.
If you're into collecting model cars and you want something with really high detail, ModelCarsHouston.com is the place to go.
They've got cars in different scales, brands that you've probably never heard of, dioramas, display cases, figures. Model Cars Houston has it all, including a YouTube channel where you can keep up to date with all the latest things in model car collecting.
That's Model Cars Houston. You can find links in the description.
All right, let's get to our second matchup of the day. We've got Bobby Johnson in the Lancia 037. He'll be racing against Big Air Dylan in the 2008 Lancer Evolution.
This should be a good one. I've got a nickname for Bobby Johnson.
Oh, what is it?
Bobby Johnson.
That's his actual name, not a nickname.
Well, no, it's not just Bobby Johnson. It's Bobby Johnson.
Yes, you're saying it differently, but it's still the same name.
Yeah, but it's like a nickname.
That's not really how nicknames work.
Oh, okay.
Bobby Johnson down the slope. Some nice air there once again. He has mastered that first jump.
Here comes Dylan. Gives him a tap.
Dylan is not out of this yet. He's going for the pass. Oh, Dylan wipes out on the final turn.
Whoa!
And Bobby Johnson goes for a nosedive over the big airline.
Big Air Bobby is out there getting it done.
Okay, Big Air already belongs to Dylan. You're going to confuse people by giving them the same nickname.
But it sounds good and it fits.
We had tons of suggestions on last week's video.
Let's see, we had Bouncing Bobby.
Is he really bouncing?
He kind of did on the landing.
Yeah, that's true.
There's Breakneck Bobby.
Has he broken a neck?
He might have on that landing.
Okay, so that might fit.
Bobby Birdman Johnson.
We'd have to do a DNA test to see if he's actually part man, part bird.
Let's see, we got Big Johnson.
Well, I'm not going to be the one to check if that's accurate.
Yeah, I'm not going to check either. Hey, look at this one right here.
Which one? Oh, yeah, that could be good.
Blazing Bobby Johnson. That has a nice ring to it.
And it's marketable.
I like it.
Blazing Bobby Johnson currently has a perfect score, all fives, giving him 15. Dylan gets a DNF on that last race at 0 points, so he is still at 6. I think this might be the end of the road for Big Air Dylan.
I think we may have entered a new era of diecast rally racing this year. The Season 1 drivers just could not keep up with the champs from Season 2.
Dylan is hanging in there trying to keep up.
He's getting closer.
Dylan taps the back end of Bobby Johnson. That slows Dylan down.
Here comes Blazing Bobby. Whoa!
Big jump.
Ah!
And there goes Dylan.
Oh, yeah.
Bobby Johnson does not leave you wondering whether he crossed the big air line or not. Even if he has to do a nosedive, Bobby Johnson is getting over that line.
Dylan had a nice jump there too, but Blazing Bobby definitely had the biggest air.
This was another close race between Bobby and Dylan.
Like a rolling stone it was.
Right here, Dylan almost got tangled up in blue.
Those turns have to be handled with care.
But look at this, Bobby and Dylan with one more cup of coffee, tearing down the track like a hurricane.
And lady lay, he got so high he was knocking on heaven's door.
That was some great racing by Bobby and Dylan, but I'm afraid this may be the end of the line.
Did Dylan get the big air?
We're gonna have to see the replay from the finish cam.
Okay, Mr. Tambourine Man.
I think we're done with that bit now.
Oh, sorry.
And yes, they're gonna give the big air bonus to Dylan. That gives him 9 points, 1 point over Stephen King. So the Season 2 championship is all gonna come down to Blazing Bobby Johnson and Truckin' Travis Wheeler.
Oh man, that's gonna be an epic final round.
So make sure you keep it tuned right here on the 3D Bot Maker channel for more of the DRC.